We're at the launch of the Leinster Championship here at Baldonnel in Dublin. It hasn't started raining yet. I'm joined by Kilkenny's Conor Fogarty. Championship is what Kilkenny's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. Look, I suppose Championship is what every team is looking forward to, really, at the end of the day. Only around the corner now, so it's going to be on top of us fairly shortly. Yeah.
What are you looking forward to most at this time of year? Because this is when all the plans, all the ideas and everything, all possibilities are still open at this stage in the summer.
That's it, yeah. I suppose the first game is a big one, and every team is looking to get off to a good start. Like you said, everything builds up to Championship. Is what you're training for all year, and it's great. Like, the Championship matches take a life of their own, and they hit a new level again. So just being part of them and being part of them big games is what every player really is looking forward to.
I was speaking to Brian Cody earlier, and he was telling me about the injuries that have hit you guys over the last few months, and again during the club window and that kind of stuff. How are things looking at the moment within the Kilkenny panel injury-wise?
Yeah, look, we obviously have a couple of injuries, unfortunately. I suppose all teams get injuries, so it's part and parcel of the game. Unfortunately, it's tough on the lads that are out injured, and you'd obviously feel for them. But I suppose the chance now for other lads to step up there and to get a jersey.
How does your body cope with injury? Do you are you? Some people are just injury prone, some are less so. How do you find yourself going at the moment?
Yeah, luckily enough, I've been fairly.
I don't want to jinx you now.
Yeah, I know, I'm the same. Yeah, but I've been lucky with injuries, thank God. So I haven't picked up that many over there. A couple of bangs here and there, but nothing that any other lad wouldn't be getting. But yeah, I've been lucky with injuries, and when they do come around, they're hard enough to deal with, I suppose, because all you want to be doing is playing. But everyone gets on with it, and time will move by as well, and lads will get back hurling, and we'll obviously be looking forward to having them lads back now as soon as possible.
Yeah, because we saw even last summer and the summer beforehand, Kilkenny, we'll use the kind phrase elder statesmen, some of the more elder gentlemen on the team were hit by injury, but they were still able to come in either in the latter stages of the Championship or the latter stages of a game and make a difference.
That's it, yeah. An injury can set you back alright, but I suppose about hurling, and a lot of lads have a lot to offer with their skill and what to bring to a match, and even if the pace mightn't be the same, other lads can have the skill, or they might be good at catching the ball, and they're still a threat. So yeah, look, we have plenty of lads there to step in now anyway for anyone that is missing.
It's always an interesting time of year because anything is possible, especially in hurling. Now, you're in the Leinster Championship, which is very competitive, but it's not Munster competitive. So do you kind of think, I'm glad I'm in Leinster, or do you think, geez, I'd love a go in Munster?
Look, to be honest, I think Leinster is as competitive as Munster. You might disagree with me, but there's no match as easy, to be honest. Like, whether you're in Leinster or Munster, every match takes a life of its own, and it's tough. I expect the matches to be extremely competitive in Leinster this year, And
they will be, but I still think, though, when you're watching them on paper, you would say, you still can't predict who's going to come out, but you'd imagine in Munster in particular, like, that's competitive gone insane.
Maybe so. Look, I'll take your word for it.
You think, what does she know? She's from football country in Galway. What would she know about hurling? And you'd be right. But I just think that it's a great time to be a hurling fan, that people like you are going out and really entertaining fans in general, be you a hurling fan or not. But I just think that the round robin format in Munster in particular has really lit up.
Yeah, look, like, there's obviously very strong teams in Munster, and I suppose a lot of people tend to think that is stronger, and maybe it's hard to predict, but we don't know who's going to come out with Leinster either, and there's any of the teams in Leinster are not saying that we're guaranteed to come out on top here or in the top two or whatever. You have to go out and win the games at the end of the day, and like last year was, the games were very close, and I expect this year to be no different.
You've Dublin up first. They gave you quite a scare last year, and Kilkenny have progressed since this time last year, but so have Dublin.
That's it, yeah. There's no surprise with Dublin. They've been strong for the last number of years, really, and like you said, last year it was a very close game, and we got a goal in the last couple of minutes to win it. Dublin have been performing very well, especially in the league this year. You can see the performances and how much they've improved. So we'll have it all to do Saturday week to try to get a result down in Kilkenny.
That is the thing. I was speaking earlier to Brian Cody, and I was saying it was weird. I was in Nolan Park a few weeks ago and Kilkenny weren't playing. And I said, but there could be an element of hiding in the long grass now because you guys have been very quiet. We don't know what you've been up to.
That's it, yeah. We'll try to keep it that way.
But you can't then when you're out against Dublin, we're all watching you. But so is there an element sometimes when you're knocked out? Yeah, it stings a bit, but it gives you an opportunity to recalibrate when there's nobody looking at you.
Yeah, look, I suppose our league campaign finished up a bit earlier than we'd like this year, and it's a chance to get a bit of training done and get some solid work in there. But like Dublin are going to be approaching this game full of confidence, the same as ourselves, and two teams just really looking forward and going at it, and it's a hard one to predict.
What do you think will it come down to when you guys are playing Dublin? Because I noticed when I was watching them in Nolan Park, they were playing kind of very kind of zonally defensively. They were kind of clogging up the middle of the field. It was very difficult to get past them for a while until I don't know if they ran out of steam or if Limerick figured out their number and managed to get over them. Yeah,
like Dublin what they're doing is they're working extremely hard for a start, and unless we can get up to the pitch of that, it'll be a very difficult day for us. So like the work rate is going to be huge, and obviously then just using the ball after that.
I get the feeling you're going to have to kind of bully them a bit to kind of get over that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I suppose like hurling is a very physical game, and physically you have to match teams, and if you can get on top of teams physically and outwork them, you give yourself a great chance. But like you said, hurling is very hard to predict, and you always have a chance going out, and who knows what's going to happen.
He's giving nothing away. Conor Fogarty, thank you very much for your time. Gurmíle mágat.